So season 2 of Seven Deadly Sins ends with that. And to begin with, we I have to say this that this is I think so this was much better than season 1 in my opinion. Like yes, season 1 was good, but this second season was much better than season 1 and all the stuff that happened in season 1 from like the setup. Like season 1 was just like a setup, like you go know, like they're setting something up just like there. And then you move to season 2 and see the commandments survive and everything. It's fun to see that. But we'll talk about the last episode of season 2, and that is Meliodas, how Meliodas is turning back to his old self. And basically, the first thing we see is how mercilessly he kills Fraudrin. Fraudrin, the commandment of selfness, or in other words, a replacement for Gauther, who is the commandment of selfness. So he, Fraudrin basically, he he remembers a thing that Garrett said a long time ago to him, and basically the emotions for him for Graham Moore, he basically like thinks of Graham Moore as his own son, because obviously if you're spending such a long time with somebody, you have grown with that person, the emotions come into play. And he obviously goes up to Meliodas and goes like, "Yeah, kill me." And Meliodas pretty much mercilessly kills him. And that's like Meliodas is like super strong now. And this just shows that Meliodas, he is just like a strong character, like just an overpowered character. It just shows how overpowered he is. And not not only that, but you could also see Meliodas' personality change it up. He's enjoying rather than taking the fight seriously. He's rather enjoying the fight. Rather, he's like, "Yep, I enjoy killing this guy. I'm enjoying killing this guy." That's basically what he's feeling like when he was fighting. You could literally see on his face, and you literally question what's up with Meliodas all of a sudden. Like all like he's become emotionless and he's become a fighting maniac and everything. And just so like when he talks about himself turning himself back to his old self, meaning back to how it was 3,000 years ago, and how most probably merciless he was. So there's a lot of stuff that spoke about him, and that was basically what happened in the first half. And in the second half, basically what happens is that it just happens that we see all the gathering and stuff, and even Escanor comes to know about Meliodas, and basically how there's a curse set up on him, and how he just can't die. He's basically unable to die, and he just keeps on coming back over and over again because of this certain curse. And just like Merlin explaining this, and again, Merlin's character is quite a mystery, because her name wasn't even able to be heard by humans. It's too much for a human. It's like a high frequency name, and a human can't hear it. So it just shows that the Merlin is not a simple chick. She is on a completely different level. That just shows that clearly shows what she is like. It kind of shows what kind of what kind of personality she is throughout like Sandal Sins. Like if you think like when you think that Merlin may be like a mystery character, and just when you think that you figured her out, just, there comes another mystery. So it's just like that with Merlin, to be honest. And it's just she knows too much. That's all I can say. Like she knows too much. And even Gauther at the end of the episode, how he came out and he's like I'm Gauther. the commandment of selfness, and you're like, whoa, what? Did that really happen? Like that really happened? Like, for real? That happened? Not to mention how how he just was yippy. It's just like, really. First you're saying that you're a member of seven deadly sins, and now you're saying that you're the commandment. You're a member of the 10 commandments. It's just like, whoa, that's a completely change of 180. And we also see Graham Moore come. That scene was funny where Graham Moore comes back, and basically you just see him grow back in size, and like, it's just so funny to see that scene all over. And I think so. That's pretty much it. Through this episode, that's all there was to this foul episode, and it was a decent episode all over. I think I just didn't feel the epicness needed in the second half, but the first half was obviously epic because Meliodas, ooh. But yeah, pretty much the first half pretty much said and done. Pretty much it could have been like the end of the arc or something, and then the last remaining 10 minutes was just like, yeah, we're gonna show all the characters and stuff, what they're up to, and pretty much that's the end of the episode. And can't wait for season 3. That's just I'm just gonna say, can't wait for season 3, because season 3 also holds a lot of answers, and through what I know, it has a lot of answers regarding Gauthar, the character himself. There's a lot of questions that have been answered about Gauthar, and that's pretty much what I know about of season 3. So yeah, I'm hoping that season 3 comes around soon, and most probably it should come by next year or the year after. That's all I can think about, because it took like what, 4 years for this one to come out. 4 years, 3 years, something like that. I don't remember that well, but yeah, it took season 2 at least 3 years to come out. So it's like, okay, I think so. It should come out by next year or the year after, because the series is quite famous. So yeah, hopefully season 3 comes out soon. And with that, I think so, I'll end my review right over here. All over this season episode, like throughout the whole season, all 24 episodes, if I say, for me it was all over an 8 out of 10, because first of all, there were animation problems at the end of the series, because I saw major animation problems. Some episodes were marvelous, like the fight between Meliodas and the Ten Command was marvelous and all that stuff. But some of the episodes after that were just animations. Just, I was like, nope, animation too much. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll see you in the next video. As always, peace.